Hey, it's Terry Bontemps. Hello, everyone. Welcome to part two, San Diego. Buy the note, be the bank, and get rich. Hey, hopefully you've had a chance to watch part one of this video series. And if you haven't, hey, please go back and take a look at it to see what my offer is for you guys. Hey, have you ever wanted to know exactly how to profit from defaulted notes and non-performing paper in today's real estate market? Well, you're going to hear in this presentation how I have an edge and I'm crushing it using these strategies. I'm going to show you exactly how I make a profit on a package of 10 loans that the bank is willing to sell at a discount. I'm also looking for one joint venture partner to split this deal with. I'm looking for one joint venture partner to put up the money and we'll split the deal 50-50. Hey, if that's you, again, take a look at this presentation, see what I've put together. Again, with the Bank of California, it has 10 loans that are trying to sell them as a package deal. Hey, this is the view of one of the notes that the bank is trying to sell me. It's 50 feet away from the beach. And imagine waking up to this view each and every day, listening to the sounds of the ocean, the smell of the ocean waves, and being able to just walk the beach. So again, this is a nice property. Wait till you guys see where the homeowner lives that owns this property. So we're going to go ahead and get started real quickly. Well, first of all, if you don't know me, my name is Terry Bontemps. My last name Bontemps means good times in French. I'm a former real estate coach, mentor, speaker, and trainer. I've worked for companies like Trump University, Robert Allen Institute, Nouveau Riche, and a guy named Jason Rodriguez out of Florida who specializes in buying luxury homes. I've personally taught thousands of students across the United States. My top student made $400,000. Just go to YouTube and punch my name in, and I have a student like you'll see the videos where she made $400,000 on one deal, doing what I'm going to be talking to you guys about right now. I'm a veteran foreclosure investor. I've doing it since 1999. I'm a master note buyer who specializes in buying defaulted second mortgages. I started buying subprime mortgages back in 2001. That's when I first started with these notes. I've owned real estate across the United States in Arizona, Florida, California, Nevada, Illinois, and New York. The largest deal I've ever been involved with is a bulk purchase, and it was for a bank and a hedge fund. The bank owned $40 million worth of first mortgages. There was 176 of them that were 90 days past due. I had a hedge fund come in that I was going to flip it to. They offered $22 million. That was about 60 cents on the dollar. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, well, Terry, why would you invest in buying defaulted notes? I'm going to talk to you about only for right now property number one, and it has $950,000 of equity. With this property, it has multiple exit strategies that are going to generate huge profits and paydays in the future. And due to the shortness of time, I won't be able to tell you all the benefits of buying defaulted notes. Now, the second property that I'm going to show you, the one that has the property on the beach, the reason I want that property is because I want to be able to own it and control it. Okay, and I have to do that by either foreclosing on it or getting the homeowner to give me the deed in lieu of foreclosure. And the reason I want to do that is because that property has $40,000 a month of cash flow from the rents from the vacation property. Now, what I want you guys to see here, this is called a sanitized tape. I signed the NCND from the bank, which is a non-compete, non-disclose, and they sent me the pertinent information so I can evaluate the notes. But what I want you to see is on the left-hand side, the flashing arrows, those are all million-dollar homes. In this tape, there are 10 notes. 7 are non-performing, and as you can see, there's $6 million homes. Now, let me look at the values here. This property is worth, all these properties are worth $11 million. They're owed $13 million. Okay, again, so it's owed more than they're worth. These properties are upside down. They're first and second mortgages on both properties. And as you well know, the second's going to get wiped out in this situation. Okay, now let me tell you how owning second mortgages play. The second lender, if they don't do anything in this scenario, the first lender is going to foreclose, wipe them out. Okay, and then if that was one option. The second option is if the second lender goes in, they foreclose, and if they foreclose on out, then they got to make payments on all these first mortgages, which again, I think is going to be bad money chasing good. They'll lose there also. The third option is to find someone like Terry Bontemps who will go in and buy these notes at a discount, and then they'll let me service them, and then they'll be able to wipe these bad loans off their books. So that's what we're facing with this bank as far as them wanting someone to purchase all 10 of these notes. Now, when they send me these notes, I use certain tools to evaluate them. I use Zillow, Bing Maps, Google Maps. I also get phone logs sent to me from the bank that tells me the conversations that the banks have had with the homeowner. I also get the credit histories, and I also get the loan account histories, which means that when they made their payments, if they were late, all the pertinent information as far as if they're going to be a good candidate to work with or a bad candidate, and it shows right there in the loan account histories. Now I want to show you guys, there's two loans that I'm only interested in, and because of time I'm going to make it real quickly. This property right here that's worth $1.6 million, I'm going to show you that one now. Then in the next video I'm going to show you the one that's worth $1.3 million, but they owe $1.4 million. Now I'm going to show you why I do not want the 7 properties, okay? Number one is simply this. They owe what the property's worth. They're upside down. Good. They're upside down 300,000 here, 1 million. They owe what it's worth. Upside down 372,000. Upside down 160,000. Upside down 1.2 million. All 7 of these, again, have negative equity. Now, another thing people do is they file bankruptcy. So right here, this person filed Chapter 13. This person has filed Chapter 13 twice. The trustee sale was postponed 7 times. It was scheduled again this month. I want to show you that I do also, I have something I use called Pacer system, and I can go in and check the bankruptcy files. I can find out about a person, how much they make, how much they spend, how much their assets are, and how much their liabilities are. And that's great for using the bankruptcy system. Now I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to show you again. This person's having a hard time making the payments. They're 25,000 in arrears. Loan's been modified twice. This person's 29 months behind, 230,000 in arrears. Numerous trustee sales postponed. Another one scheduled this month. You know, again, it's running the gamut. All 7 of these loans are going to be in big trouble, and the first is going to end up wiping out the second. This one's 36 months behind, 83,000 in arrears. No payments since September of 2008. Last one, here's a lawyer. Filed Chapter 7. His firm has lost 50% of his income, 105,000 due in back payments. See the areas in red? I am not going to bid on those. I'm going to bid on 2 and then hope the bank throws in the other 8 as a part of the package. Again, the bank doesn't want you to cherry pick. They want you to buy all 10. Now, as a bank, when I buy the note on the paper, I have 7 different exit strategies. There's going to be good times and bad times. The good times are when the homeowner's making the payment. The bad times are what happens when they stop making the payment. And that's when I go into these 7 exit strategies. Now, if you're an investor and you're buying properties, you only have 2 exit strategies. That is to buy the property and sell the property, or buy the property and rent it. Again, as I'm a note buyer, I have 7 different exit strategies. I love my exit strategies also. So again, let's go ahead and show you guys how I evaluate these defaulted notes to make sure that I'm getting them at the price that I want from the bank. Here's the property, okay, that I showed you that is worth $1.6 million. It's a beautiful home in a beautiful neighborhood. This is a luxury home also. This is a note that I'm very interested based on the fact that it has a lot of equity. Again, it's worth $1.6. The first mortgage is $668,000. The second mortgage, what I'm trying to buy, is owed $283,000. You see the monthly payment is $3,000 a month. This loan matures in 2023. 12 years of payments are remaining as of today at $3,000 a month equals $432,000. Now, when I say this property has over $950,000 of equity, you may not see that, but this is the way I look at buying defaulted notes. Again, this person is making every single payment. The fair market value is $1.6, and you'll have a first of $668,000. I don't count this second because I can go in and buy this second, let's say for $100,000. If I can buy it for $100,000 and I get $432,000 back in return, that's a great investment. So again, there's $950,000 of equity after the first has been paid off. Let's see what happens if this person were to stop making payments. Now again, they're paying. Let me go through the exit strategies. If I were to foreclose, I have the $950,000 of equity that belongs to me. I go to the auction. I'm asking $228,000 at the sale. No one bids. The property goes back to the beneficiary. Okay, it reverts back to the bank, who is me. So now, again, the property's worth $1.6. I only have a first of $680. Whatever I sell that for, over and above what I paid for the second, that's all going to be profit. Okay, so again, if I paid $100,000 and you got a $680 first, you can see that's $700. Let's say $800,000 of debt. There's $800,000 of equity left over. So that's a real nice play. If the owners were to refinance the property, they would owe me $228,000. If they sold the property, they would owe me $228,000. Let's talk about the deed in lieu of foreclosure. If I went to the owner and said, hey, look, sign the property over to me. I will not foreclose on you. And they said, yes, my debt, again, is the first mortgage of $680,000 on a property that's worth $1.6. So that's why I say there's $950,000 of equity. I would then have to sell the property for more than what I paid for the second and get the property paid off on the first mortgage. Everything left over, that's my profit. A short sale. The homeowner can say, Terry, we would like to short sell the property. I would say no, because there's too much equity. Now, I will discount it if they said, Terry, you know what, we'll give you $200,000 instead of $228,000. Hey, if I bought the note for $100,000, I double my money. So yes, I would consider it. Cash for keys. I can go to the homeowner and say, oh, look, homeowner, I'll give you $100,000. I'll give you $150,000 if you sign over the deed and give me the keys. Okay. So again, go back up here to your first at $680,000. If I was to offer the owner $100,000, even $150,000, there's still a lot of equity. Okay, based on the fair market value. Loan modification is real simple. This is how I help homeowners in foreclosure keep their home all across the United States. The homeowner comes to me and said, we don't have the income to pay you $3,000 a month, but we could pay you $2,500 a month. Okay, there's no committee. I make the decision if that's a good deal for me, and if it's a good deal for me and it's a good deal for the owner, I take the $2,500. That's called a loan modification. I didn't need any government assistance to tell me to take that as a modification. This is something I'm the bank. I made the decision. No committee. It's just me and the homeowner. Let me show you the investment to value ratio, which makes this even a little bit more clear. Again, loan balance is $228,000. If I bought that note for 50 cents on the dollar, that comes out to $114,000. Look to your left. Let's look at the true numbers now. On the debt only, the fair market value is 1.6. You see the first is $680,000. You have a second of $114,000. That makes a total $794,000. Let's just make it $800,000. That comes out to 50% of the loan to value. That's a screaming deal. It's very secured. Okay, even if the homeowner stops making payments. What I just did there, by buying that debt at a discount, I created additional equity out of thin air. Hey, you got to write that down. You got to study it. I just created additional equity out of thin air. Let's say the homeowner keeps making a $3,000 a month payment. It would take me 38 months to get my investment back. There's going to be 106 payments remaining after I got my initial investment back. And the rest is just cash flow, gravy, icing on the cake, mailbox money. Hey, I'm going to join you guys on the next video, and I hope you're enjoying this. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. Thank you.